We're gonna get started with the raid here in a second. I'm just getting things set up. So, yeah. This time I remembered to set my Discord to push to talk so they don't hear this part. Got some music that shouldn't trip anything rolling in the background right now. Once I get started, I'll probably shut it down for the raid.
Is anybody else in need of an invite?
I'm
Korean.
Yes.
Anyone else?
Yeah, farm levels.
Got you.
As you can hear in the background, we're getting ready forming up, trying to get things rolling. In other news, probably in the year 2020, well, next year, Kerbal Space Program 2 is coming out. Something I'm actually, one of the few times I've heard about a game coming out like a year ahead, and I've actually been super excited about it. I don't know what it says about me other than I'm probably a super nerd or some crazy stupid shit like that. Because honestly, it taught me a lot more about physics and a lot more about planar travel or interplanar. Yeah, well, how you're gonna look at it? KSP is not for
Is it
everybody.
clear to go in?
It really isn't. I mean, when you have to factor, like, okay, I have to get this much thrust to weight ratio, or I can't leave a planetary body. Me, that's fascinating. Like, how can I build my rockets to do this or that? Or how can I build space stations, or build lunar colonies, or Mars colonies, and so forth? You know. They're making KSP 2 multiplayer right off the get-go, it sounds like. So one of the big reasons I'm actually interested and excited about it. Plus, they're making it looks like easier to do planetary colonies and such, so that way you can actually build bases on other planetary bodies and probably get yourself like refueling stations on moons and planets and stuff.
If anybody forgot to get seals like I did, now would be a really good moment to go get them.
See, it's playing it is more the thing than watching it. I mean, it looks like a glorified model rocket sim if you don't know what, if you just watch it, honestly. There's a lot more to it than that, and it's quite challenging. Capturing an asteroid, bringing it into the planetary orbit of the planet you're currently, well, Kerbal, to capture a asteroid that is coming into near orbit and then bringing it in is a huge challenge, especially the massive ones. I mean, they have a fair amount of physics in this game, and yeah, which is why the second version should be interesting. I will definitely be giving it a shot. And if you like third-person games, much like World of Warcraft is a third-person game, there's third-person shooters that are fun, like Division 2, which I stream mostly.
Alright, there's enough here. We can start on trash.
I could make a joke about how trashy this is, but you know, I'm good for dad jokes if you ever wondered. I guess I could stop the music since we're started, but I don't know.
Can you grab those pads and drag them back here?
Or hey, let's stop earlier than back there. It's all good. That's when they charge off and knock someone into
Get that
something.
banner.
I recently picked up a new piece from the whole, let's see, where is it? Vendor, what the heck call it? Soul Essence crap. Able to pick one up. Bump my eye level up to 424. So now I'm still a scrub. Well, if people are going to take too long CC and I'm pulling. Oh. Seriously. Well, I was trying to pull back. That's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. This is fine. Someone's. Nope, someone didn't pull. No, oh. Swear someone's gonna pull that patrol. I have my health.
There's another pack coming in from the right.
Oh, don't we ignore Pats like we did all the others?
Everybody watch your backs, don't get shot into them.
Now we're warning people. There's a patrol that'll be moving back this way.
So
And I'm waiting for it. I'm not pulling the other shit until...
there goes the trap.
I don't trust people. Yep. Da-da-da-da. Benefit of being a DK, I have Death Grip. Sometimes that can make it so when I don't trust people, I can pull things away from other areas. Like, seriously, people. I don't even know how those came. Other than someone not managing their spatial awareness. I mean, we didn't have anyone knocking anyone around until that very end. Okay, let's see here. Here, we missed that patrol over there. I mean, and that patrol, I mean, we might as well pull them the way we're going here. Some funky music.
Congrats. Ooh.
I guess at least somebody got something out of all that. Okay, time to stop the
Up and
music
down
so
a
I can
cauldron.
focus.
Okay. Up and down, please.
Focus.
I have a spare because I accidentally grabbed one when I was trying to get the table.
Oh, there's some weird tricks on this one for tanks. Because sometimes she'll pause just a hair long enough. It'll actually cause your debuff to wear off. So it can be a little tricky sometimes. That's why sometimes you see the tanks dropping their poo in the middle of the raid, and sometimes she'll start hitting you again and it'll refresh it. And there's a variety of her abilities that cause her to pause long enough. So, and yes, my bags are almost full. I'm a hoarder in this game. I might need this stuff some point in some time. I mean, like, you know, 3 emergency power packs and antitoxin that I don't even know what the quest that's for. And oh, I guess I should drink the flask. That's always beneficial. Everyone's ready, so I guess I'm going. Oh, jumpy side. Gotta love it.
Alright, don't forget to stand towards the back, my ranged folks. I'll put down marker. Less, please.
7 stacks, 8 stacks. So, my game
Remember,
paused.
drop your
Oh,
pools
shit.
at the back marker, unless you're the tank.
Oh, the game crashed. Oh, the game's back. Run out, run out. I'm sorry you're not seeing this, but you know, you're hearing me. Some reason the game, I thought, crashed. Hey, you're right here on me. Can I click you? Yeah, I click you. I'll get the game back when I get done with this fight, because this is... Woo! Oh. And that's what I was afraid of. Was that just hair second delay in the intermission there? Yeah, the music started back up. I don't know what the hell is going on here.
Dumping.
I guess at least I was... I'm completely flummoxed. Oh, dodge, dodge. Dodge. Don't want to get hit. He's at 5, 6. So she's got a crap ton of the other debuff. Someone pick him up, because I don't have it. Okay.
Watch your marks. Oh, shit. Get me up.
Yeah, sorry that the whole stream's like wonky right now. Yeah, the fight's going awesome, I'll tell you that much. Okay, she has the
Remember
boss.
to avoid the things unless you need to break your stacks.
Someone get that person. Okay, they're inverted, so, or maybe they're not. I don't know.
switch sides if you have to.
Glorious stream, I know. Sorry about that, people. We're almost done with this boss. Someone. Well, no, it probably was me. It timed just right.
Okay. So when range gets it, somebody has to stack with us too.
I ran up to stand on other people.
I thought about it, but then I realized I don't like. I'm
Fair.
just kidding. I just didn't react fast enough to get on.
Daunted. Or no. Alright,
Alright, good job.
alright, let's see what's going on here.
Ish.
Can I get the stream to pop? Minimize that. Close some background crap. Let me refresh. See if I can get the game back. I'm just looking at loot now for sure. Why not? Okay. Time to. Need to go to edit.
Leather hat. Anyone else need the hat?
I don't know what's going on here.
That'd be a fist win then.
Yeah, no, Nick. Trying to fix why it's not showing the game. Try this method. Come on. I think either something with the my computer got borked. Let's see. Trying to get it to refresh. Hopefully this will cause it to wake up. There we go. Oh, no. Apparently that was the one I needed. Eh. Whatever. Yeah, things happen.
Nice, CC.
Oh, go away. Why is that
That's why I
there?
CC the far one.
Which way did the party go? There we go. So I'm a Blood Death Knight, so depending upon who you talk to, Nick, depends on whether I'm OP or not. Blood Death Knights are tanks, and healers don't always heal us because we don't need it. Some of the times. Let's see. I'll just stop. Well, just tell them what happened. Game froze up in the middle of the fight last fight. We started the game to be safe and also to get back to stream. I don't know if you really would consider Blood Death Knights OP. Some people do. We have our strengths, we have our weaknesses. Some of it's based on the player behind the keyboard more than it is the, you know, actual class itself. I mean, I'm a tank. I'm meant to take crap tons of damage, and blood DKs are meant to heal yourself more than you are anything else. Hey, Harlot, you're tanking. I'm not really OP in Division. I could show you some screenshots I took of some, got into a group with challenge mode. I got into, some challenge mode, and we just completely... I looked like I was a noob, I guess.
Just
No.
got any roast beef?
I'll have some maple syrup, bacon. Oh wait, I can only have the bacon. I'll have some bacon.
I've never had that.
What, bacon?
Oh, maple syrup.
What?
Bacon dip maple syrup.
Bacon is good to dip into maple syrup. I just can't have the syrup right.
Yeah.
But,
Get the bubble.
here, I'm just gonna drag shit to the bubbles, because otherwise people leave them alone.
Thanks.
I cleave better when I'm beside you.
Somebody who code actually likes, please shoot him an invite.
I will when he logs on.
Yeah,
Oh, there he is.
You again.
Damn it.
Hey, look, friends.
Well, on a bubble.
Pro.
Dude, right?
We've done that boss enough to know that everybody just stands together.
How's my
Yeah, there are some crazy people flying through all kinds of shit. Was doing challenge mission for the zoo, and it was FTG and I a couple nights ago. Might have been Saturday, maybe. I think I don't know. I can't remember
After we're
honestly.
done with this trash, can we put down a closet, please?
And one guy had way more
Wow.
damage.
Boss, you got some.
Haste
Second one.
versatility, but
Approaching
no
second one.
leech. But I don't have the appearance to be nice and keep it, or offer it to the group. You know. And they see it on stream. I guess I'll be nice.
I'm already here.
Yeah.
Who did we summon? Did we summon Coat? Alright, he's here.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
here.
my frame rate fucked up. I was trying to summon somebody else.
Thank you.
All I can say is if people aren't gonna use that shit, I'm gonna be pissed.
Damn.
Oh, come on, Harlot. I was rooting for you since you saw me loot that damn thing. And I had to debate whether or not I was gonna even share. Isn't there like a plus 72 rolls if you follow me on streams?
You're not gonna be 97.
10% upgrade for Harlot.
11% for both my specs.
Ooh, shiny. As I said on stream, the person better use it or I'm gonna be pissed.
I will equip it immediately. Thank you, sir.
Because I could have used the transmog from it or something.
Sell it.
I would sell it.
So would I.
Even if it was an upgrade, I'd still sell it.
Yup.
It was 10 item levels higher for me, but not listed as an upgrade.
See, my cloak has leech on it. Haste versatility and leech. Leech means every hit I do, I pull some health back, heal myself a little. Blood DKs already heal ourselves, so you know.
Should we eat first?
I'm gonna start I'm gonna level my gear mules up first before I make any more, I think.
I
Coat
did.
Wasn't here.
And like 5 other people on the last.
All the hunters.
Because
Coat
gear
wasn't
mules are handy, even in World of Warcraft.
No,
I
I
actually have
I have a spare spirit flask if you want one.
in WoW you can create guilds, and I actually have an alt that has a
lots
a
of
bank,
spare gear.
a guild bank that I just use to store shit.
Good team.
Touch the membrane.
You're not my real dad. Touch the fish.
Okay, drown. But yeah, my gear mules, I need to get to 30 so I can get their max gear they can hold up to 100. That mean, 40 more pieces, just leveling up, and leveling's not really that hard in Division. Honestly, the more shit you kill, the more you get chances for loot in Division. And eventually you just might get that special proc. I honestly just got damn lucky getting the stoner that I got and getting the M60 that I have in Division 2, so I'm looking to possibly put together a different set. I do like having the stoner the stoner I have, but honestly, it would be nice. I don't know how much higher the damage can go on it. I've kind of got leaning towards a headshot setup, meaning that I'm trying to do more headshots than anything, and I'm boosting headshot damage. Sure, I'm not hot miking. That would be bad. Harlot will have to tell me if I'm hot miking ever. Or they might. Yeah, a lot of the gear I was just saying you'd have to tell me I'm hot micing or not. In the other in WoW. I guess I'll repair here because someone's on a mammoth. Yes, here we fight the eel boss, the glorious eel boss of
Does anything
below.
change between heroic and normal?
Nope. Nope.
Hurts more.
Okay.
And
Don't be
when do you
stupid.
want lust? Do you want lust immediately, or do you want a second
Yes.
platform? All right, immediately it is.
Let's see.
Get your pufferfish buff. Lust.
This is a kind of a disgusting fight if you actually think about it for tanks. You have to get the boss to spit on you to make you glow in the dark so you can be healed. I mean, if you touch the pufferfish, as soon as the boss ever does his debuff to you, it removes it, so... But it's
Next pufferfish.
I don't know. Tank view, this is kind of a boring fight. Swim against the current. Don't die. Don't let the boss get to 15 stacks of Feeding Frenzy, because then he'll wreck ya. Don't know what to tell you, Nick. Let's see. The lore of the story, I'm playing a horde character and getting my ass kicked. Oh, it's because he's at 20 stacks. Motherfucker.
Alright, next platform. Avoid the jellies. Oh yeah, do not touch the jellyfish. That's the change in heroic.
5, 4, 3. Okay, go. Try not to touch a jelly. Ah, get away, get away. No, 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 no. This is underwater. So, it may not make sense to you. Oh good, he reset his debuff, because that would have sucked. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. They're all in my guild. Or the guild I'm in. They're not. It's not really my guild, so to speak, but you know. The guy, I run with them all the time, every Tuesday, Friday. Roughly the same people. I mean, obviously, real life prevents some of them from. Ow. Oh. Hey, cursor's enabled. You can see my mouse. I need them. Spot, please.
Sorry, I was cursing Red Blizzard developers.
I am cheesing some of the mechanics, being that I'm a blood DK. I'm using my Death Advance on the pushback. Means it won't push me back. And yeah. It's actually not that complicated, or as complicated as it might look. Ooh, people are getting low.
Nothing
No.
works.
Damn it.
So we're swimming for this last platform.
Oh, shit balls.
Hopefully everyone...
Thing.
Whoa! I don't have...
Have a res in 6 seconds. I don't suppose anybody can take it, huh?
I had to taunt or interrupt that there. Too close. There's a lot going on here, man. Really, honestly. Part of it is with this boss, we're swimming from one there's 3 platforms here. We go from one to the other. The DPS and healers have to worry about, well, 1, this pushback and this pulse of damage. And 2, they have to time their pufferfish so that way, because like we have to get a debuff on everybody to be able to get healed. And for tanking, for what I'm doing, I'm waiting for this up here, this radiant biomass, to nearly wear off, and then I taunt, so I have the boss. And
Kill it.
Don't need to yell.
Right?
basically, yeah, so that way I get rid of the paranoia and all that. And let's see, anything good on this boss worth bonus rolling? Not really. Pants would be nice, but I'll save it for something else. Okay. Oh no, an error. Let's see. I need to go back to editor, properties. Where's properties? Get rid of capture cursor. But that boss is basically you have to go beat the eel. And here we're just taking a free ride back to the out of the water section. Yeah. Not all of the fights are in underwater areas. This is just one of. So there are some achievements and stuff like that to do, or that you can do during fights. We are not stressing on those. I have looked at some of them because why not? And I'm a cow person, essentially, Nick. Which, that's about the best way to describe him. I guess Minotaur-ish type, if you want to look at it that way. See, I'm a blood DK who heals himself. That's why, you know, I'm actually normally pretty decent at my self healing. There are some fights that really are a pain in the butt. I'm wearing the heritage armor currently that they created for the Tauren, or like Minotaur style race. So, though I think my chest piece is wrong right now because I wore something else. Put on a new piece today. Well, Nick, also gear score is a thing, just like in Division. It doesn't go the same height yet. Like all the bosses in here can drop 430s. I can only... Like, I don't have all 430s. We just basically started farming this raid. I still have some 415s. I do have a few 430s. Some things did... Much like Division 2, where items can like roll really high on certain attributes and stuff. In WoW, they can Titan Forge, and that will allow them to get, well, more stats and like basically be a higher eye level even. Unlike, yeah, Division 2, they don't increase the eye level at all. They just make it so that way... Just make it so it has better attributes on different things. Here the gear is set. So every 425 piece like this will have these base stats that you see in that window. when you when it can proc some secondary or I guess tertiary stats, like the leech is one. I think avoidance is another. The stream is. Huh. Honestly, one of the easier games to actually try to stream. Carla, do you have an issue seeing the stream pause and whatnot? It's like my preview doesn't really show anything, so... And I'm not getting any warnings that, things are dropping. I do see that my bit rate seems to be fluctuating a little. I don't know if it's... But it still seems to be... mostly okay. So, let's see. Oh, Harlot's gone offline, so I guess she can't even answer. Ah. Hopefully she'll be back shortly. Let's see. So, yeah, we're on our way to... Well, I guess I'll pop up the map and show you. On our way to the Radiance of Ashara. Heroic mode. It's an interesting fight. Yeah, someone keeps shooting that thing. We've already taken out 2 bosses. We're on the 3rd. Or about to be on the 3rd. Not currently. Since I know Lenny always goes and saps one of those to pause them, I always head this way to clear up this pack. So that way we can take advantage that they're just standing there and hopefully people won't be stupid enough to accidentally pull them too. So there's questions on that sometimes. Some people just tab target, and if their ads are close enough, they tab target the wrong crap. It happens. When I used to run as Unholy and Death Coil, yet Death Coil was my bane on accidentally pulling stuff because it's one of the few ranged spells, and every once in a while it would always target something way the fuck out. And yeah. Let's see here. It could have been Nick T's internet. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not seeing any bitrate issues. I'm not getting any dropped frames, warnings, or anything like that. That's why I was trying to ask Carlet if you were seeing any issues with the stream. Well, I'm not seeing any warnings. Doesn't mean that it's not happening. Okay, at the knockback, you always want to place your face to the wall. Well, your butt to the wall. This boss is kind of fun for a tank, and if I time things right, I can actually kind of ignore part of one of the mechanics. So he hits the tank with what's called Tide Fist, which throws the tank. Well, if I pop my Death's Advance right before Tide Fist, I don't go flying anywhere. Oh, other tank died. That's what that horn going off is. I created a warning. Well, I didn't create. I found a warning for weak auras that will sound an alarm when the other tank dies. That way I know stuff's going south fast. Let's see. I don't know.
We got a split.
Yeah, groups 1 and 2 are going to go green, and 3 and 4 are going to go.
Do we have a feast by any chance?
We do. I'll put one. I got one. No, I got it.
Well, no good players died, so
That is true. That moment when you see your health dip and you go to hit every single cooldown button you have and you realize none of them are available, and then your health goes back up to full and some healer just saved my butt. And then it happens again and you die and you're like,
yeah.
some healer's really sick of me by now.
Well,
Feels
I only
bad.
got lay on hands every 9 minutes. But I was actually talking about Sim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know what was destroying you because I was at like 40k heals and I couldn't keep healing.
Get better, bro.
I have like 6 cooldowns.
Which way are we going?
1 and 2 green, 3 and 4 yellow.
Lusting on the second phase, second phase, when you want it.
Banana.
I don't
From
care.
the jump.
Yeah,
real.
just do it at the start.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Probably gonna have to abruptly go AFK right after we kill this boss.
Defensive.
Not feeling quite so hot, so yeah.
Taunt boss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
AOE incoming.
Let's see. Come on, come on.
3, 2, 1.
Defensive.
So that Tide Fist is supposed to be knocking me back, but I'm using my disadvantage to negate it. Because I don't like it. I don't want to be knocked back.
I'll get Harlot.
Taunt boss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
AOE incoming.
Let's see, where is the dude?
Phase change.
Okay, there he
Do
is.
I see him?
It's close to
It's
green.
where we came in.
All right.
Knocking back.
Get me. 3, please.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. All right.
Akin, are you okay by yourself?
Knocking back.
I think so.
I'm gonna go the other direction.
Where are you?
We could just not split, and we could just move as a group. And by we, I mean everybody alive. So don't go back to your respective groups. Just stay here in between green and yellow.
Defensive.
So many tornadoes.
AOE incoming.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Taunt boss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
AOE incoming.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Defensive.
4, 3, 2, 1.
AOE incoming.
All right.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You guys might want to start rotating around towards green.
Taunt
Maybe.
boss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
AOE incoming. Phase change.
He's over across from where he was before. So over by
Trying to get through 3 tornadoes. Oh boy. Didn't want to have to use that, but
Knocking back.
We have one res.
They're too far.
No. We
Fist
can
is
get-
close. Fist is
Yeah.
clockwise from you guys. There you go.
Get the little ads, please.
AOE incoming.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Defensive.
Taunt. 4, 3, 2, 1.
AOE incoming.
okay. Hopefully, as long as nothing goes too much further south on this fight. I mean, this should be a farm boss. Surprised we have so many dead right now. Holy crap.
Defensive.
Okay.
Taunt boss.
Trying to not outrange healers that are trying to keep people in range, so watching kind of where I'm standing versus their highlight color on the health.
Phase change.
Seriously?
Kill the boss.
You
Yeah.
know,
He takes 99% less damage.
yeah.
Oh.
And that's because we had too many people dead. Honestly, we shouldn't have had this many of these ads.
Knocking back.
Come on, come on. We gotta. I don't know that this is bad. Bad mojo. We're losing people, and minute 22 on the next res. That's what the top left thing is.
Alright, just turn and kill the boss.
Yeah, how do you guys die so much?
I don't know. I only died the one.
It's a talent.
Nice shield.
Cool, got the weapon. But I'm gonna go to intermission. I need to step away quick. I'll be right back. Hopefully, won't take too long.
Is there a res? Oh, thank you.
Alright, let's. Oh, Oh, crooks, I could have gotten you.
Benny, did you do the thing?
I just did the thing.
Awesome.
You did very well, sir.
Alright, since we have a couple people that need a quick AFK, let's go ahead and take our break now, and then we'll come back and do the track.
Cool.
Okay, I'm back. Looks like we're taking a break, probably because I left. I wouldn't say I'm that important, but having 2 tanks is helpful. Right now, I got a new weapon, so I'm trying to put my DK goodness on it. Also have a gem slot on it, so that'll be handy. One of the tricks of being DK, I can do my weapon, and then I can go back through the death gate, and it will take me back to the raid. Okay, so music stopped. Interesting. Didn't tell it to stop, but you know, whatevs. Oh, did it get to the end? I played too much music again? Or who knows, whatever. So I can at least wield this. It's not. Without the gem, it's not terrible, but I'm going to put a gem in it here in a second. Once I get there, I will drop a guild bank, and I will pull out one of the gems I put into the guild bank a long time ago, or Oobly also put some in. Yeah. So let's see here. Guild bank, guild bank.
I'm gonna put on a cauldron once everybody's back.
Where is it? Mobile banking. And it should be in the Raiders tab, I think. And I need one of these. Currently, Blood DK. Don't need that. Currently, Blood DKs are haste mastery, or haste versatility. No, mastery used to be a thing for us, but not so much. Someone said they were putting out a feast. Something. No food, no food. But yep. All right, so. Oh, I guess I can put it back on the main screen instead of the intermission, because I am back. Okay, so it looks like we're waiting on something. Someone missed on their hunter trap. I think we had enough people here. Yeah, looks like we have enough people here. I'm just gonna start pulling shit. Hey Lenny, I don't know if you can hear through Harlot, but CC something.
I take it she like was hot and now she's not.
She was like a dwarf.
Oh.
So, kinda?
No, she's cooler than human.
No. So, just thick.
think burly is the word you're looking for.
No, thick.
2 C's.
Nothing wrong with being thick.
That's what I'm saying.
Nothing wrong with being burly either.
I think it's a generational difference.
Intellect.
Yeah, you old farts.
Damn.
It's like trying to explain throwing shade to Tile all over again.
That was
No, I
hilarious.
got it. I just don't think it was necessarily the right word.
I still was amused with the whole explaining throwing shade to Tile.
I thought it was kind of funny because he was using it in different, like, not in non-situations where it doesn't need.
And that's not a generational thing. I mean, Tile doesn't know a lot of words.
Man, it's bright into here. Somebody throw some shit.
I bet he'd understand if I called him a jive turkey.
He'd probably know you were insulting him.
Probably.
I just thought of the
Oh
semi-pro
no, you
scene.
did just not call somebody JT.
That scene from Semi-Pro was hilarious.
Clutch wrist.
All right, Cauldron.
Okay, for those that are not seeing the Friday stream,
Cloth wrists for roll.
this is a progression fight for us. So we are trying to get this down, but you know, we are getting close, but we got a lot of mechanics that people aren't exactly fully comprehending, I guess would be a good way to put it. Because it's just not going well at times. There's a lot of self knowledge and raid awareness that has to be done.
All right, now I read a bunch of subreddits today about how the preferred strat is to dump as many healers as possible and just run with the bare minimum of 2 and stack a bunch of DPS. But that's clearly not going to be a thing that we're going to do. So the other strat is to do the same strat we've been doing, which is to save cooldowns for the first, second phase. That's when her shield's gone. And to lust during the second phase 2. The objective is the first phase 2. We need to get her down below 60%, as close to 50 as possible. Avoid the bad. Let the bubbles from the corals travel their max distance before we soak. Don't try to pop too many in quick succession. If we need to kite the boss away during hairy times, I might call for that, but I want to try to avoid that. And I need y'all to pre-pot, and then, you know, I would recommend saving your second potion for the lust phase, but save all your great cooldowns for that first, second phase. When her bubble drops, that's when you're going to pop all your cooldowns and just burn her face. So let's give that a whirl.
Burn her face
Sorry,
off.
what number is lust phase?
Lust phase is not until the second phase.
2-2.
The second time she's vulnerable.
Yes.
Not the first, second phase. The second phase. Or the third, second phase. The third, second phase is right out.
Phase change.
Mirror lady. Thank you.
Are we ignoring the coral sim?
No, not during the first second phase. We're gonna get rid of the coral.
No, I meant the tanks. Do we care where she drops them?
No.
Taunt boss.
All right, get your bubbles all nice and stacked up. Get Wally in the back.
So, as a tank, what you're watching me do is I'm trying to position my back, well, trying to get her as close to the wall as I can, and then stand as close to the bad as I can. Because she hammers me with the bad that then grows. So, well, me and my tank partner. We're out.
Phase change.
Nope, we're changing phase.
Melee, I need you to get that one coming in right behind her. Crap, did that hurt her? Alright, she's vulnerable. Cooldowns.
Blue on me.
Go. You get 10 seconds to figure this out, so do it.
Woo!
Run out.
Bubbles together.
Or I mean,
Get those bubbles down.
as I cheese the bubble. Using my mechanic.
Taunt boss.
Green
That's
on me.
always obvious.
I got boss, so you can go. I had the boss until you.
Phase change.
She thinks I'm
Alright, well,
pretty.
we only got her to 63, so let's see how it goes.
So we need 3% more.
We need at least 3 more percent.
That was you, Wally.
Oh, I know.
Okay, I'm waiting for my debuff to go away, which will probably happen when Par gets the bubble.
Taunt boss.
Bubbles together.
Tiny bubbles. There's a ton of crap that goes on in this fight. And
You have a second one coming in from behind the boss.
explaining everything I do versus and everything everyone else is doing.
Get somebody up.
Watch your feet.
Can I just see? My debuff has still got a timer 7-6.
Taunt boss.
Okay, Barnacle
There's another
Bash
one
in
coming in
4,
behind the boss.
3, 2, and I'm gonna trick it out.
Watch your feet.
Bitch. Oh, boys.
Watch your feet. Taunt boss.
Bubbles together.
Phase change. Watch your
Less.
New phase. Barnacle Bash in 6, 5, 4, 3.
Yo, one res.
Get someone up.
your feet.
Ha ha ha. Double stacking crap because I can buy into some room
Blue
essentially.
on me.
You can go. I got the boss.
I'm all the way across the room, part.
Watch your feet. Run out.
Tiny bubbles. So if I didn't have anti-magic shell, I would
Blue on me.
I got boss go.
Phase change.
Okay, phase change.
Alright, we're gonna have to do this
6,
dance again.
5.
Coral is being formed right up the boss's.
I'm gonna get slammed here in a second. We'll move her.
Watch your feet.
Look at the. Yep. There's that. Okay, 4, 3, 2.
Watch your feet.
So I kind of did a little dance. I got one of the bubbles before got to her. That was the whole goal.
Taunt boss.
Alright, go ahead and wipe this.
Thought it looked like we were doing good. Wee. There's a lot going on in this fight. Tanks are trying to.
Sure, we have to get all the coral going into that phase before that. So I don't think we.
There
can
was way
skip
too much coral at the end.
Not at our current rate now.
If
We
we,
can't
were gonna
skip it.
kill her in phase 2, we could skip it.
Yeah, if we're gonna kill her in phase 2, but we have to get
Not
her
even
down.
close.
Yeah, no, like 63% for the first second phase is not good enough.
Well,
Not
if
if we're gonna do-
Codius would do Codius DPS numbers, we'd be fine, probably, but you know.
What'd I do?
Exactly.
I didn't do shit.
But on the up note, our DPS is looking much better tonight.
It is. It is. I have no criticisms.
You guys want to summon me? I released, and then I jumped down the waterfall. So now I'm trapped between.
You gerb. Yeah, Oobly, I'm sorry. Can we get a closet, please?
Yeah, I got ads in front of me and a waterfall behind me. I'm stuck. I'm sorry.
Terrible person.
Can't you jump off and die?
No.
I'm sure the ads would kill him.
Right?
If he asked nicely.
I don't know that he even has to ask nicely. I mean,
I just have to look at him.
All right. So when you get assigned your color and your symbol over your head, you have 10 seconds to get in place. So use your speed boost, use a speed potion, use disengage, use whatever you got, your engineering speed boost, whatever. Just get there because we need to clear that in the first go so that we can have more time to sit on the boss. Every time we step away to do these coral clearings, we're wasting DPS. So ideally, it's best if you can just get it done in the first one.
And if your
All right,
second
8
happens to be the tank, that's lucky because then you know exactly where your other side is. And
Yeah.
it's not going to move on you.
And just don't stack up on one coral. If there's someone behind one already, pick something.
They actually recommended in the subreddit to mark the corals with the color you're going to. I'm like, who the fuck has time for that? But I mean, unless someone with the initiative wants to hotkey the friggin' world marker, like, go nuts.
Well, there is with one of the add-ons. I think you might actually be using makes a simple bar that you can
Wonder
click
if-
and place.
Well, I have a simple bar, but I'm healing. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, hold on.
Yeah, it's Exorcist, and it does have a simple bar, and you still have to do stuff and stop doing what you're doing to do it.
You need to mark 10 bars or 10 coral in 8 seconds.
Can't Iskar Assist do the thing it did with that one Skexy boss back way in the...
Gelfling you are.
That was weird.
All right, we have to take a short break. Someone needs to step away for a minute. But what was that Skexy fight? I think it was Wa.
I remember the one. I'm just trying to remember what the add-on did.
It did something with the birds and the winds and the thing.
I thought that just marked the players and shit.
No.
With the laser beam.
Because it marked the 3 people that were linked, so that way you could see where we had specific spots for all 3 of the positions, so that way it wouldn't like nuke people in between.
They
Wasn't it
broke
like
a lot of that
Exorcist raid
functionality.
tools?
No, it wasn't Exorcist that did that. It was. I mean, they
was
still do stuff.
Iskar Assist.
It was Iskar Assist,
Yeah.
and now it's called Raid Assist, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a res counter. I just always forget to look up at it. Literally, I just added it last week, and I'm not quite accustomed to it, but I have all the B-res cooldowns marked so that I can see when they're on cooldown.
I have it sitting right where my eyes are looking anyway, so I see it whether I want to or not.
So in DBM, it says under Lady Ashvane, scroll down to icons. Set icons and arcing Azerite targets. And it will mark, I guess, the people with symbols. I don't understand why
Yeah.
a symbol needs a symbol though.
I think you have to be the raid leader for that to work.
Yeah, but it says set icons on targets. So why a unique icon need another icon?
Well, whatever. When the coral pops up, I'll fucking put world markers on it, I guess. But the problem is, like, there's 3 colors that each, person gets assigned with, and there's gonna be more than just 3 corals, so it's not really gonna work.
Well, people
Okay,
are awesome.
So, Sim, if you check that bit in Deadly Boss Mods, the icons, what it should do is it should mark the. It's certainly going to put markers on the people who get Arcing Azerite and hopefully on the coral as well, because it uses a whole bunch of markers.
I clicked it as well to see if it does anything for me, but yeah.
Wait, something on DBM?
Yeah, it's on DBM. Look under the Eternal Palace, Lady Ashvane. Scroll down about close to the bottom. I think it's the second box from the bottom. It's called Icon. And if you check the box, it should automatically do it for you.
All right, cool. See if that works. Theoretically, yeah.
Until Blizz nerfs it because they don't like automated shit in their games.
Unless anybody's using bigwigs, in which case they tend to. fight each other.
Don't worry about the portal, Zubly, because we rotate around the room. You'd have to keep setting the portal, you know?
What in the hell?
What happened?
I don't know. DBM just spammed my chat with something.
Yeah, it like changed. I think that's all the shit it changed in order to make that work.
Failed to create category. Frame.name is missing. And then a bunch of text saying, nope. So, yeah, anyone watching said stream, still, whatnot. This fight has got a lot to it, honestly. You see the tank's perspective where I'm trying to place the coral, because that's where she hits me, drops a circle of bad on the ground. It's permanent, it stays there until the fight's over. So, that's that. Then, so I'm trying to overlap
There's a
as much as
fucking cricket
possible.
right outside the sliding glass door next to my desk, and it's going to get murdered if I can find
There are
Shotgun.
big
it. It has
coral
been singing
things.
the song of its people all night.
I
You
got
should
my
hear
money on
them
the
here.
cricket.
I got my money on the cricket too. You should see me. I'm such a 3-year-old when it comes to flapping, flying, jumping, leaping.
Well, just right outside that door, we currently have an orb weaver who's weaved something really interesting between the tree and the patio umbrella. And we have
The
a
one
praying
you
mantis.
says
that's
the one you
hanging
brought
out.
home from West Virginia.
Yes, and there's a praying mantis hanging out on the umbrella as well.
The praying mantis is the only one that gets a stay of execution.
So we have crickets, cicadas, and bullfrogs.
Yeah, we had a cicada completely wig out on us yesterday and like bounce around our patio. That was pretty entertaining.
Nice.
The entertaining part was me screaming like a 3-year-old.
I had no bugs.
All right. I think we're ready. Buffs, plucks.
I'll get you after this pull. Line.
Thank you.
All right, cool.
Phase change. Taunt.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any world markers on those corals.
Watch your feet.
Well, people just love to just balls to the ball and not give a fuck, so whatever.
Sorry, Landon, that was my bad.
You're not the only problem in that part.
Run out.
Try to dot them up before I run away. Why is she? There's a gap here. I'm going to stand here and use it because otherwise we will not have enough room on the floor.
Watch your feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. Run out. Change.
Yay! Bubbled. Nothing I can do about it.
Boss.
I am green or anchor.
Wow, we left a lot of.
Push, push, push.
Taunt boss.
Red on me.
Ah, even worse, guys. That sucks.
Phase change.
All the bubbles.
And
That's
we left
right at
this
the boss's
ball.
ass.
4, 3, 2, 1.
There's
Watch your feet. Run out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch your feet.
closer I can get her to the wall, the easier it is to get the shit outside of the room. I'm trying to. Look at that! Look, it's not nearly as far out into the room. Yeah. I'm going for minimal space here.
Run out.
Tiny bubble.
Oops, I went the wrong way. Ah.
Don't matter.
I'm
We
about
can't
Or
survive
dead.
that much.
mana.
The white.
Can't survive that much coral up. We got to be able to do it. If we can't down the coral, we can't down the fight.
2, 1.
We wiping? Yes.
Yeah.
I was charging bubbles for a reason.
It would appear that people hesitate when they get their colors assigned to their heads and they just kind of like don't look sure or confident in what they need to do. I'm not entirely sure how we can get this organized better because world markers aren't helping. The marks assigned aren't helping. I mean, I'll take feedback, but like, what's making you hesitate? Like me, I got a number, a color assigned to me, and I just bolted for the farthest coral. So
I didn't hesitate, but I was in the air when I got it.
well, that's circumstantial, yeah. But I'm talking about the people who stand there and you could see them. They're like thinking through for like 3 seconds, trying to figure out like, am I supposed to move or am I not supposed to move? So I'm just trying to get an understanding of like what's making the hesitation, what's preventing you from immediately reacting.
Well, they're probably looking for their buddy to make sure
You
that
don't-
they don't go to the same spot.
Yeah.
I usually get linked with the ranged, right? And I'm melee, so first thing I do is I look to see if I'm linked to a ranged person. Because if I am, then I can line up closer to the boss. Since I'm melee.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say this. The melee stay put. Melee don't move. I mean, unless coincidentally every last one of our melee gets marked, and there's only like 2 range that gets marked, which is completely can't be done. Melee stays put.
I think that's
You're
a
going to
bad
be
call.
the tether for the other color. Okay, so if 2 melee get the same color, just go hug the nearest coral. You know, but you also have to keep in mind that you can't stand in the path of the azurite beam that beams between the 2 same marked people.
And that's why that's a bad call, making the melee stay
But
put, because now you're going to
honestly,
have
don't
all the
hesitate.
beams going
Melee, stay
through to
put.
melee.
Ranged, figure it out. Like you have to. I mean, it has to be an immediate decision that you're making. It
Actually,
can't
it says in
be.
chat.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so then what is ranged and ranged? Just as far to the back as we can get?
Listen, there's no simple answer for this. This is supposed to be intuitive. Like you're supposed to see, you're just supposed to start moving and make the adjustments. You have 8 seconds to do this. So getting as far away from, as far away to the the farthest coral is your first objective. And then situationally, make it happen. I don't know how to explain.
While you're running, look for the other person who has your symbol. And then not only run to the outside, but run to another side of the coral from them. So if they are running, for example, towards yellow, run out, but veer towards green or towards blue so that you are spread out.
Okay, there's actually a timer for it. So why, when it's about to cast, everybody just try to spread a little bit so we're not like all stacked on the boss. So we're ready to go somewhere.
This is gonna be such a
I
bad.
don't disagree with that. But that is lost DPS. But so's hesitation. So's the cluster that ends up happening when we all get marked and everybody's running around really on. You just make it work. I mean, it's like running to soak a swirly. You're not supposed to have more than one person soak it, but a whole bunch of people cram themselves in there, and it's just I don't want to move because if I move, they might move. Like just, just start moving. There is a timer. DBM. It's called arcing azurite. And you can just kind of like, all right, so here we all are here at the cookie jar, right? Like arcing azurite's coming up in 3 seconds. All right, I'm ranged. I'm going to start moving this way because I'm going to aim for that coral in the back. And then when it happens, I see, oh, okay, so I'm linked with a tank. Well, clearly that's going to be the easy solution. I'm going to find the nicest, cleanest route. But if I'm marked with, say, Watsuki, and we're both ranged and we're both moving towards the same coral, one of us has to make the decision to run somewhere else or to at least sandwich a coral in between us. This is all intuitive though. You're going to have to. And that's a good idea, Par. I mean, no one's really communicating. I think I hear like maybe 1 or 2 people say something during that time. You can say, I will try to mark the coral. Okay. So why don't you say yellow going blue? There you go.
So one other thing, melee, if you do not get a color, you do not get a symbol and you're going to stay on the boss, and one of the tanks has a symbol, just keep an eye out for who has the other half of the tank symbol so that you don't get cut in half by the beam.
Yeah, this can't be called out for you. This has to be something that you do independently, but as a co-op. You know what I mean? Like we only have 8 seconds to make this decision. So honestly, your best decision is to just run it far and wide. The worst case scenario is you and your like person who are in the back of the room now just span the coral that's in the back. Let everybody else figure out. If you're marked with the tank, you should be going deep. Unless you're a melee. I mean, unless you're maybe Smot, because Smot can like leap away, right? Yeah, Oobly, it's called arcing azurite, and there is a timer for it. But you might want to go into /DBM and see if you have it marked for a time. Because I think I had to click mine on.
This is
All right,
fine.
Well, let's give this another whirl. Oh wait, we need like a feast and stuff. I have food.
Okay.
This is fine. Oh, it's on each individual person, honestly, and they can't figure this out. We're gonna struggle, and we're gonna struggle until they can figure it out, which is unfortunate. because there's going to be a lot of us that are waiting on them. And that's one drawback to having a raid, because there's always going to be someone struggling.
You bet. I think that's all of them. I've got 3 cerulean shirts, an amber, and a scarlet. I think I got you at least one of each. And thank you for the bag space.
All right, tanks on you.
I'll go balls to the wall so that way the tank doesn't have threat long.
Phase change.
Mother. I guess it happened after I got the coral where I wanted it, but whatever.
All right, soak them bubbles.
Be more positive. Be more positive, Greebog, Linden, whatever you want to call me. He's preparing for
Guys
bubble.
on the way back, move forward, please.
Run out.
Hey, look, I got the bubble instead.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get up, Wally.
DBM's not telling me to have fun or taunt or...
Can we res Wally?
Trying to bring her out just a hair
No problem.
so I can spin her.
Cooldowns.
Well, it didn't place where I wanted it, but it's fine. Oh, fine.
All right, start moving out.
I'm red. Oh, our red buddy got one. How the hell did Coral get out there? Was she...
Taunt boss.
I wasn't even taunting. We're facing the boss
Yeah,
for that
bubbles.
matter.
I'm the one closest to the boss. Thank you.
Lyndon,
Get Linda.
I shouldn't laugh. I'm dead. I don't know. To me, it's funny when I die sometimes.
Phase change.
you guys are spreading out too much again. Remember, we need to kind of be stacked close to me.
Okay.
Taunt boss.
I only got slammed. I don't know what my stat count was, but it wasn't 1 or 2.
Stack. Let's see if I can hit like 50k here.
According to this, did 338k damage. My max health is a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's possible.
It'll tell me when I step back up.
They like buffed me by like 20% for some reason. I didn't feel like I needed the buff, but hey.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So yeah, you just got to see me laugh at the fact I died.
What, 42?
So at
44%?
471k roughly health, and so 335 wasn't
Before I
top
was only
maxed out, but that's still a big hit.
Wow, that's
And that was it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to catch up to you.
So yeah.
it's because
Let's see.
they buffed my healing rain. It's stupid.
Oh, I know. I read what they done.
So
They said
being
to
top,
us that we were struggling in mythic pluses. I'm like,
but
don't
being
know.
top on healing meters and people dying, being the
Yeah,
top on the
you
meter
were
doesn't
already
mean
top
shit.
Heals to begin with. Then they buff you
But
again.
whatever. What do I know about healing, actually? I don't really heal,
Like
so...
Outlaw. You know, crap single target, but really good AoE on a few bosses in
There are people...
and really awesome at Mythic Plus, so they nerfed them and now they're good for nothing in raiding.
There are people that stress more on meters than actual performance.
Yeah, they're really being mean to Outlaw this expansion.
But too bad that we don't have Dread because they could have buffed Shadow Priest by 20% across the board, except for one ability by 5, and he says that the classes were because he got nerfed. We were like, it's only one ability got nerfed. The rest was buffed.
There's no Blizzard Dread.
Oh, they nerfed his law. That's why he's not playing. You know that, right?
Oh. Blizzard is not. I don't know why people think Blizzard's good storytellers. They've never been good storytellers. Like, it's the same story, expansion after expansion. Big bad.
Pop culture references.
Yes.
Hey, we did go back in time to an alternate reality to go grab someone, so that way we could go back to normal time to have the Legion come and attack us.
Oh, okay.
All right, last attempt. Let's do this.
Phase change.
I didn't even taunt.
Still got the core where I wanted it. All that matters.
Scooch in a little bit, guys.
I think people forget that they nerfed the crap out of the Blood Plague. Blood Plague doesn't nearly do the damage it used to, so I can't hold the AoE threat that I used to. And for fights like this where I'm trying to pull and get her into a certain position, makes it kind of more complicated. I'm not saying it didn't need to be nerfed. It's just people still expect me to do the same thing I had for like expansion after expansion, or you know, raid after raid, and then this time around I just don't have the range threat that I used to.
Go.
I am red.
Get him, get him, get him.
Or we just won't. I don't know. Whatever. Not worried. Not worried at all. It'll all be fine.
Get those bubbles.
Some bad placement on the coral because... Shit.
All right, spread out and get them.
Yellow.
Great job.
So see, I actually do try to move because I try to make sure that I'm lined up with that other person on the other side, because they may not be able to get around as fast as they're hoping, and so I can adjust. That's why I think saying the tanks don't move is not a great strat. I can move. It's just I have to be intelligent about where I'm moving. There have been times I know I've been able to help somebody get to where
Bubbles.
need be. Oh, disease them, blood plague them. Maybe a shitty dot, but it's a dot. 2, 1. Run in here. Get slammed. Run out. Put my back against here again. Whee! I can't do anything in here except for this one trinket. I don't understand that, but it would have. Taunt as soon as I get
I
there.
think that one hit.
Yeah, I didn't get that. It was all the melee and
Use personals. Lock cookies, anything.
Run out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Phase change.
Lust.
Taunt boss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I am blue. Can't see shit.
Watch your feet.
4 meds for Raz.
We're fucked.
Yeah, just go ahead and it's done.
Taunt boss. Watch your feet.
Whee!
Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Phase change.
It's interesting how long I was able to run out through the middle of the raid, trying to do random shit to people that are running away, and I'd never got a coral in a bad spot.
4, 3, 2.
So yeah, this will be the end of the night. I'm gonna actually mute them here. Let's see, do. There, you don't hear that anymore. So, and I'll just talk to you. I'll end stream here too, you know. So, clearly we are still working on that fight. I don't know if I'll stream it Friday or not. I mean, if people actually like watching wipes, or well, I guess hopefully we'll get her down on Friday. But yeah, hopefully we'll get her down on Friday. But otherwise, I don't know. If we don't get her on Friday, it's gonna be more frustrating. But if you like hearing me talk while I raid or hear or whatever, you know, feel free to follow me. All the follows helps. I need a few more follows, and I'll have the another mark checked off in the whole list. So yeah, and I appreciate all the follows. So, and if you don't want to follow me, that's fine. But yeah. Hopefully we won't have any problems. And hey, have a good night, Indy. I'll probably actually be hopping into Division 2 here in a second, but probably just gonna chillax, run around, not really do much of anything of particular. So yeah. But yeah, for those, like I said, follow me. That'd be awesome. If not, it won't let you know when the next time I'm streaming. So next time will be Friday. I guess I'll stream it, sure. Tuesday, Fridays are WoW raids. We start 10 p.m. Eastern, and we go to midnight on Tuesday, and we go to 1 a.m. on Friday. So definitely, you know, if you like watching WoW raids, from a tank perspective. I don't know that this is a great view for people to see, but yeah, it's a raid, and it's from my perspective. I'm a tank, so that's what you're gonna get. But as I said, I appreciate all the viewers. So have an awesome night. I will probably be streaming tomorrow Division 2, and have an awesome night. Yeah, and be awesome.